forces of the world never reach us, and where the troubles of the world never penetrate. Where is this? It is in the very depth of our own consciousness. It is in the very depth of our own soul. When we refrain from strife, from struggle, and from taking thought. So right here and right now, let's refrain from all things unlike God. So take that breath in through your nose, hold it, and exhale. Take a breath in through the nose, hold it, and exhale. Another breath in through your nose, hold it, and Just take a moment to see if there's any tight spot in your physical being, in your shoulders or your knees or your back. Just breathe light into that area. You can feel it release. You can feel it relax. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting go of anything before this moment. Breathing in and breathing out. And I invite you to find that phrase, that mantra that allows you to truly anchor yourself in your oneness and union with God. Whether it's God is the love that I am all that God is. I am peace. I am love. Breathing in and letting go. And just take another deep breath. Mind chatter will pop up every few seconds. Just simply, lovingly push it aside and allow yourself to go deeper. Anchor yourself more clearly in your I am presence, your high holy self. Just return to that mantra that allows you to stay centered. How grateful and thankful we are for these few moments of silence, just recognizing our high holy self, anchoring ourselves in the truth. Beloved I am is here in our heart, in our mind, in our soul, in our spirit. Just the breath of God breathing us, allowing us to feel that freedom of spirit, allowing us to just feel that love wash over us. Mother, Father, breath of my being, everywhere is your nature. How grateful we are to have this understanding, this awareness, and know that at any time we can simply return to the breath and feel that spirit just feeding us truth, love, beauty, wisdom, guidance. Thank you, Mother, Father God. We take a moment and we just bless this service. We know that something wonderful is happening because we're here. Because we're here with an open heart and an open mind and an open ear, and we hear with clarity, and something is being healed right here, right now. We can feel it. The healing of the Almighty is just breathing us and circulating every cell of our being, filled with light and love and goodness. So we just simply bless each other, bless our time together, knowing that the service is absolutely uplifting, joy-filled, and makes our heart just dance with delight. Thank you, beloved Mother, Father God. We feel your presence. We know your presence. We know our oneness now and forever. And so it is. Amen. And I just invite you to go ahead and continue this still loving feeling as we welcome with an open heart our other beloved congregants. Thank you.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Everybody warmed up to sing, right? My God is so good to me. Andrew Tinker, your music director in the house. St. Clair Lott on the drums. Randy Landis on bass. Charlie Steen on the guitar. And our special
I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I said I got up this morning singing, God is so good. Say it with me now, my God is so good to me.
Come on, y'all, sing with us.
Go ahead, Jamie, say it.
Yeah, feeling down good in my soul.
God is so good.
Feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Don't you know I'm feeling good down in my soul?
God is so good.
Don't you know that my God is so good to me? Come on, stand up and sing with us if you feel so inclined.
In my time of trouble, I know
God is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in my time of trouble, I know
God is so good.
In my time of trouble, I know
God is so good.
My God is so good to me.
Say something, Judy.
In my time of triumph, I know
God is so good.
In my time of triumph, I know
God is so good.
In my time of triumph, I know
God is so good. Say,
My God is so good to me.
what you know about it, Paul?
When the day is over, I'm singing,
God is so good.
When the day is over, I'm singing,
God is so good.
when the day is over, I'm singing,
God is so good.
Yeah,
My God is so good to me.
now every day and every way.
God is so good.
I said every day and every way now.
God is so good.
Oh, when I take the time to praise the Spirit.
God is so
I
good.
said now
My God is so good to me.
well, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I said I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I got up this very morning singing.
God is so good.
My God is so
My
good.
God is so good to me.
My God is so good.
My God is so good to me.
Say that one more time now. My
God is so good to me. Wow.
I love it. So you got done introducing the whole band. The band started, and we didn't get to hear your name, which is Jamie Lula.
Thank you.
All right, and I'm Dr. Sidney. I want to read something to you. This is from Mark Nepo. I have only now realized that something endless has broken ground in me, and I have no choice but to live and love until it grows me like a tree. And that really touched me today, and especially as I'm hearing this idea of God is so good. And we are talking about God not as personality, not as sky God up there looking down and keeping score, but as that presence. The presence, the infinite intelligence that has created all life, sustains all life, and is all good. Is all good. Not 90% good, and then over here, trouble. Not 95% good, and over here, problems. That's our definition. That's our interpretation. That's what we do. But the presence and power of God, which seeks to live itself in, as, and through each of us, that is good. That is infinite good beyond our comprehension. And it is that which surrounds, fills us, and we are immersed in it and as it. So that's what we know here. And what we also know here is that wherever you are on your journey, wherever you are on that polarity of gender, the polarity of politics, of age, of race, of color, of culture, of religion, no religion, whatever your location on that polarity is, you are welcome here because we are a welcome and affirming community, and we are unapologetically inclusive, and we are glad that you have joined us because you are threads in the tapestry that make us richer, more beautiful, and absolutely sacred. So thank you for joining us. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm going to turn it over now to our practitioner minister. You can come on up, Reverend Christine. So we got a little issue down here with this monitor. Let's fix that. This is Christine Pena. Give it up.
Hello and welcome. I am Reverend Christine Pena, and I am a minister here, a staff minister here at the North Hollywood. And I changed the name here because we've been changing.
We're in flux.
We are. We're just moving and grooving and happening. We are the North Hollywood Center of Religious Science, a oneness center for spiritual living. Get down with that. So as we prepare to dive into this service, please check that your cell phones are silenced. And I want to welcome our live streamers as well as everyone in the sanctuary. We would love to know where you are, so please go ahead and enter your location in the chat. So let's turn within and pray right now. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. And I am grateful for the power, the presence, the oneness, the peace, the wholeness that is God, that is everywhere present. As Dr. Sidney just reminded us, there is no small percentage of God anywhere. God is there in its fullness in every moment. I know that I am one with this power, one with this presence, one with this love, one with this peace, and one with this harmony and joy. And I know this presence is what this entire service is about. It's what our life is about. So we are one with that activity, that one divine energy. So I just bless Dr. Sidney. I bless each and every person here present in the sanctuary. I bless our wonderful musicians. I bless our singer, Jamie Lula, and all the folks that are there up on stage. I bless Liz Racy, who just gave us a wonderful meditation. I bless this entire service, knowing that the presence of God just bursts forth through every word, and it reaches into our hearts, and we hear exactly what we need to hear this day. And it inspires, uplifts us, and carries us through the week, all the way until Skip reminds us again on Wednesday. For this and so much more, I am grateful and thankful. I release this word in this awareness, knowing that it is done, and so it is. Amen.
Oh, we got a prayer. Affirmative prayer for April.
Sorry.
You know, this is what we do here. We pray. If you have any questions about anything, just what happens now? A prayer. Prayer.
So this is our affirmative prayer for April 2026, because that's what year it is. Guess what? Today, I realize that there is but one power in the universe, and that my life is assured. The Spirit within me refreshes me daily. I feel myself saturated with the life essence itself. I feel the same life essence flowing in and through me. I feel myself to be a perfect instrument in life's divine symphony, in tune with its harmony and perfection. My body is an instrument in, through, and upon which life plays a divine and perfect harmony. I need not go out in search of another power, For I use the power I know is already at the center of my own life. I know it heals every disharmony, overcomes every obstacle, breaks down every barrier, and frees me from every false condition. My life is assured, and I am Spirit's magnificent celebration. And so it is. Amen.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think so.
Ushers, would you come forward? So I want to welcome anyone who is here for the first time or has not been here for a long time. We have a special gift for you. We want to welcome you. We are glad you're here. So if you are new, would you please raise your hand, hold it up high, because we want to be able to gift you. We have some beautiful beings here in this row. There we go. And we've got someone in the way back. Anybody in the way front? In the way sides? Going? We have someone, do I see someone over there? Way above. And the way above, the way below, the way all of it? All right. So we have a blessing we want to welcome you with. So turn to someone who is next to you or not next to you. I don't really care. Just turn to someone, preferably someone who's new, and join me as we say, we see you, we bless you, and we welcome you. All right. So here's the thing. If this place works for you, we would love for you to get to know us, learn about us. We have a lot of stuff going on. You might have seen that. You can stop by the welcome table and get lots of information and find out what it is that we do here, because sometimes, we wonder ourselves. But if it doesn't work for you, then please, please keep searching. We really invite you to keep seeking, because everybody is worthy of having a spiritual home and having people with whom to walk hand in hand in that spiritual home. Because you know what? As Ram Dass said, we're all just walking each other home. So I'm glad you're here. Let's stand and sing.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. 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 Burden of my past, the burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I've been set free, I'm released. Sweet rain that washes me clean. Sweet rain that washes me clean. Sweet rain washes me clean. Sweet rain that washes me clean. The mind creates all things. The mind creates all things. To my life it brings. Sweet rain that washes me clean. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me.
Okay, that's so fun. We're going to take just a few minutes to walk around, say hello, offer a handshake, offer a hug. We'll see you on the other side. 2, 3.
like a flood. Love is all is love. Join us in singing the music of one in all in one. No greater blessing, neath moon or sun. No greater blessing.
I don't even want to talk anymore. Now is the time when we join together for a few minutes of silent meditation. I invite you to settle in, really get in that space, and touch the silence within your heart. Simply become aware of your breathing and choose to be present in this beautiful moment. And as you dive deeper, I offer these words to you. There is one life. That life is God, and that life is my life now. So let's just be in the stillness. I'll bring you out in about 5 minutes, and I'll signal it with the gong.
Oh God, it's so embarrassing. I said you were my everything. Now everything and anything makes me think of you. And I can't change the lock screen now. I'm unfollowing every account. I'm in denial that you just made it true. I took you for your first tattoo, and I got you on my legs for you now. I can't look at my own skin without crying. And God, that's so embarrassing. Oh God, that's so embarrassing. And I've got to go it alone. It's hard letting go of someone who said they would be here for the long haul. And I've got a far ways to wait. It's hard, but I'll stay. I told you I would be here when you come home. And God, that's so embarrassing. Oh God, that's so embarrassing. Wishing you were feeling too, 'cause anybody else feels like a sin. And God, that's so embarrassing. Oh God, that's so embarrassing. And I've got to go into it's hard letting go of someone who said they would be here for the long haul. I've got far ways to wait. It's hard, but I'll stay. I told you I would be here when you come home. And God, that's so embarrassing. Oh God, that's so embarrassing. Thank you.
Britta Racy.
I want to let you in on a little secret. If she looks familiar, it's because her mom is Liz Racy. But in her own right, Britta grew up in this church and in our youth and family program. So let's give it up for that. Okay, you guys, get out of here. I want to ask you something. Have you ever wanted something so badly, so desperately, you could feel it, you could taste it, and then it was right there in front of you, and it was in your hands, and you knew it was yours, and you had it, and you had it, and you were right there, and you were, with every cell of your body, you knew, this is it, I'm here, and then poof, it went away? Anybody? 3, okay. I have had that happen. And the thing is, the poof happened very suddenly because it was all there. And let me tell you a little bit about it. This was a job, and I knew it was my job. It was the job of spiritual leader, of senior minister for a spiritual center. It was before this spiritual center. And I knew I could taste it, man. I had the receipts. I could make the case. And I did over and over with this anger that was so righteous and so painful, I made this case over and over of how unfair it was and how wrong they were and how stupid they were to just poof, I was gone. And I kept this rant going over and over, and I want to say to an audience of one, but it was to an audience of two because my husband was witness to all of it. And then sadness came, because you know that when you lose something that you've got in your hand and it goes away, the anger happens generally first, and then there's grief. And it's a particular kind of grief. It doesn't just hurt, it confuses. It confuses, doesn't it? Because you weren't just hoping, you were trusting. You were trusting. And now you're sitting in the rubble of your certainty, wondering, did I get it wrong? Did I just misread everything? Just everything? Maybe you know this place. Maybe you're there right now. But I have come to realize, and I have come to believe, and not because someone told me, not because I read it in a book, not because I took it in a class, but because I lived and went through this. I lived long enough to see what was being built while I was busy mourning what was lost. And what I got was that God was not absent in that moment. God was not confused. God wasn't late. God was choreographing. God was choreographing. And the failure, that thing I was so certain, that poof, that I knew they were making just a crushing mistake, it was not an interruption of the plan. It was the plan. It was the plan. There's a book about that, if I can remember the title. I don't have the book yet, and I have to get it. I'll come up with it. Anyway, do you remember it, Jamie? The book? There's a book about what's in your way is the way. I mean, I feel like you don't even need to read the book. You just need to remember the title, right? So it was the plan. It was the very step that had to happen for everything that followed it to be possible. So my talk today is the art of successful failure. The art of successful failure. Not how to survive your failures, not how to bounce back later or faster, but how to receive them. Oh, really, Sydney? Ugh. Yeah. How to become that being who can find the wisdom inside the wound. Yeah. Can we find the wisdom inside the wound? That you eventually, not immediately, because it takes time, but eventually you can look back at your worst moments and you can say, oh, well, of course that had to happen. Of course it did. So here's the question I want to invite you to sit with for a while today. What if your greatest failure wasn't a detour from your calling, but the very road that led you there? What if it's not a detour, but it was the very road that led you there? So just breathe for a moment. So there are myths that we have been told, that we have grown up with. And we see these words on every motivational poster, every commencement speech, bumper stickers, every well-meaning mentor. And I've had mentors and I've had tormentors, and it's very important to know the difference. But we've been told that the answer to failure is grit. It's grit, right? Resilience, tenacity. Get back up, try harder, fall 7 times, get up 8. We have been told this over and over. And I don't disagree, but I think we have stopped that conversation about 30 feet too soon, because there's more to it. Grit will get you back on your feet. It's that thing that we call will, right? I willed myself through it. Grit will do that. It'll get you back in the room, and it is necessary. But grit alone will get you back to the same door, knocking the same way, expecting a different answer. And here's what happens. Second verse, same as the first. A little bit louder, a little bit worse. You know, it's that idea of doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I know that's very American, but it's also insane. Grit without wisdom is just stubbornness dressed up in inspiration. Grit without wisdom is stubbornness dressed up in inspiration. So the question isn't only, will I get back up? But the question is, what will I carry with me when I get back up? What will you carry with you when you get back up? You know, that fallen 7 times, you get back up on the 8th. What are you going to be carrying with you? Now, when we have a failure, let's discuss, there's a process here, because we don't automatically go to pink fairy dust and unicorns. If we're listening, if we're paying attention, and if we really, really are authentic beings, if we want to be authentic, if we really want to feel and to move further along that journey of what is our calling, our dream, our possibilities. So there are things we go through. There's this thing called the shame loop. Okay, there's a shame loop that happens. So the first thing we do with failure often is we feed ourselves platitudes, bumper sticker advice, right? We try to do that. Okay, well, I'm gonna survive this. It's gonna be okay. First I was afraid, all of that nonsense. But then the next thing we do with failure, and it's quieter, it's more subtle, and it's more damaging. We wear it. We wear our failure. We identify as it. We put that garment on, and it might just be on the inside, but we wear it. We take that thing that happened, the door that closed, the relationship that ended, the business that folded, whatever it is. We move it from the category of event into the category of evidence. Didn't you feel your heart just go, oh? Yeah. And we call it evidence of what we are or what we are not. We call it evidence of what we are worth, what we're not worth, what we deserve or we don't deserve. It becomes evidence. So I have sat with people who are carrying failures from a day ago, a week ago, 15 years ago, 30 years ago, not as memories, but as verdicts, as a verdict. They didn't just fail at something. In their minds, they are a failure. Now, and it might just be one piece of their overall identity puzzle, that thing, but it's still there. And if it happened a long time ago, what we do too is we stuff it down, because, we're ashamed. We've got this part of our identity that says, I just wasn't good enough. They didn't want me, whatever that thing is. So our events become an identity. It becomes part of our identity. And this is the thing I know about shame. Shame makes learning completely impossible. You cannot be curious about an experience when you are busy being condemned by it. And that is the key to our moving through life, is becoming curious, not just about the things in which we have called failures, or that, we often do. So this is what we do in this teaching, and it's very interesting. We are so addicted to the idea of we have to have positive thinking. We've got to be positive. We've got to be positive. I got to tell you, positive thinking doesn't work, but you know what does? Productive thinking, positive action. Not positive thinking, because positive thinking is that often, not always, but it can cover that stuff, that pile of stuff, that shame, that mistake, that failure. It's like putting whipped cream on garbage, because if we don't take the garbage out, if we don't really interrogate and look at what's going on, it's just going to get worse and worse, right? So we have to be curious. We have to be curious, because curiosity unlocks that thing, that wall that we've built around us, that protective wall we've built around our heart and our ego. So you cannot ask, what was this trying to teach me, when you are still busy using it to prosecute yourself or to persecute yourself. You can't do it, because you're not going to be able to move into that realm. Shame closes the very door that failure was trying to open. Shame closes that door. And if somebody has already closed a door for us, if we add shame to it, now we've added another door that's closed, right? If that thing that happened was because of somebody else doing something, which so much of what we go through and call failure happens because of somebody else's decision, somebody else is saying, no, you can't have that job. You thought this was you're going to be your spiritual community. It's not. Then there's another lie. It's called the detour lie. The detour lie. It's this thing that happens. We assume a belief. And for those of us in a faith community, this one cuts really deep. We start to believe that failure means we took a wrong turn. Maybe I got the information wrong. Maybe I just wasn't listening. If I had just prayed more, prayed harder, prayed more often, put more vivid pictures on my vision board, if I had just affirmed more loudly when I was stuck on the 405, maybe it all would have happened. Maybe it's just, so we detour from what actually went on because it's still hard to hold. It's hard to handle. Or maybe you're telling yourself this, if I had just planned better, if I had listened more carefully, the door wouldn't have closed. If I had just. I think that phrase, if I had just, fill in the blank, is a killer. It's a soul crusher, don't you think? If I had just. Oh, stop it. You didn't. You didn't. I remember years ago hearing Dr. David Walker give a talk at Asilomar. And he talked about this, and he said, we sit there, we go, if only they had just loved us more, if only I had been better, if only we had been able to work this out. And he would say, oh, stop it, they didn't like you anymore. It happens, right? It happens. So we tell ourselves that the closed door is a correction. It's a correction. It's a consequence. It's proof that we missed something. Oh, I must have just gotten that wrong. I was listening, I meditated, I was listening for that voice, Sky God. I was waiting for Sky God to talk to me as opposed to, the divine inner wisdom. Or maybe you did. And we think, well, I must have just gotten it wrong. I heard blue and it was supposed to be green. Whatever that is. So I went there. After the job I told you about, the one I was so certain was mine, I spent a long time going back over every decision, every conversation, every moment, asking where did I go wrong. And hear this, because my husband and I were both certain this was it. And it was validated, that conviction of, well, we are being moved into this place, was validated by the fact that the organization that he has worked for many years, when they heard that he would be possibly moving to that area, said, oh, we can put you to work right away. Okay, so that's another sign. It's a sign from God. It's another sign from God. We went to some open houses. We looked at another sign from God, another sign, and we started, and it's not that they weren't, right? It's not that they weren't. But all of these combined together, we take as evidence of getting it wrong. We detour. So what if that closed door isn't a mistake, a consequence, or a correction? What if it's direction? What if it is direction? What if it is direction? What if the failure wasn't where infinite wisdom, the universe, or God, however you are referring to that divine nature that is within and around and through you, what if it's not where they said no, but where God said, not yet. Not here, because what I have in mind requires you to walk through this first. Oh, crap. The detour lie tells you that failure is a departure from the plan, right? Anybody ever have that? I must have just gotten it wrong. I must have gotten it wrong. But what if that thing we've labeled failure is the plan? What if the door that was closed is a very step that had to happen, not in spite of where you're going, but because of it? We teach here, and Emma Curtis Hopkins, who was that teacher of teachers, taught us very clearly that all is God, not some of God, but all is God. And that we don't have to audition for it. We don't have to prove ourselves worthy. We are already here as creations of God, creations of spirit, and that all is God. And she also taught us to say, this too is God, this too is God, this too is good, this too is a blessing. I demand to see the blessing in it right now. It is a blessing for me. That's what she taught us. And so if we approach it and say, this too is good, this too is God, except for that, we don't get the blessing because we're not available to it. We've been trying to survive our failures. We've been trying to outlast them, outrun them, or quietly bury them where no one will find them, right? Anybody? Oh yeah, another 3. Okay. What if there is another way entirely to understand, to contextualize, if we want to go to our left brain? What if failure is not something to be overcome, but something to be received? Oh, did she just say received? Get your things, honey, we're out of here. Ernest Holmes wrote that nature will not let us stay in any one place for too long. She will let us stay just long enough to gather the experience necessary to the unfolding and advancement of the soul. So that failure didn't stop the gifts. The gifts that I got from that have still continued. And not just like, oh, I learned my lesson from that, but like, oh my God, that's an insight, that's an awareness. Oh my goodness, I would not have that connection, that relationship, that friendship, that understanding if not for that failure. So, receive it, receive it, receive it. If we can adopt a different posture, not a tougher one, not a more disciplined one, but a more open one, that is about receiving. That's the one I keep coming back to. So we're very good at surviving failure. I know that most of us in here have survived a lot of failure. We probably still have the scratches and the claw marks from everything we've tried to hold on to, and other people probably still have the scratches and the claw marks from us trying to hold on to them. We get very good at that. We want to white knuckle through it. We manage it, we minimize it, we hide it, we muscle past it. We treat it like the weather, something to endure because we know it's going to pass. Or we think this too shall pass, this too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone, but it's going to pass. Receiving is different from surviving. Receiving is so much different from surviving. Receiving requires you to stop, even briefly, even painfully, and ask to that thing, what did you bring me? What did you bring me? So think about the difference between someone handing you a gift and someone throwing a rock at your head. Physically, both involve something coming at you, but your posture is entirely different. One you brace against, the other one you open your hands for, right? We open our hands. So I'm not asking you to be grateful for your failures in the moment. That would be disingenuous. That would bury it. It'd be dishonest. And frankly, it would be really insulting, I think. The anger is real. The grief is real. We have to feel it. We are feeling beings. You know, we are here to feel, to have that full range of emotion. The joy, the pain, the delight, the confusion, the fear, the love, the comfort, the compassion, and all of that goes along that whole spectrum. We are feeling beings, and thank God we are, because that's why the people who are in our lives, right? Because we feel. So I'm not saying don't feel it, but at some point, not immediately, not on somebody else's timetable. And by the way, doesn't it just offend the stuff out of you when someone looks at you and says, you know, you've been grieving long enough. You should get over that loss. I have 2 friends right now, minister friends, who both in the last month or so have lost husbands, suddenly. And I swear to God, if I heard about anybody going to them and saying, you should probably get over it, I would slap them hard. I know I'm not supposed to be violent, but hey, listen, I raised a kid. I know what that means. And if that grief lasts 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, it's your grief. It's your timetable. And I think that we don't ever really let go of our grief, but we find a place where we can bless it, where we can honor it, where it becomes part of our own tapestry. And that's what makes us richer for it. That's what makes us such precious, beautiful beings, that we honor that. So we go not on someone else's timeline. Let me go back to what I was saying. Receiving asks you to shift from, why did this happen to me? Which is the thing we always want to say, especially in New Thought teachings. What's in your consciousness? How did you create that? Oh, shut up. Not that, but what is this trying to show me? What is this trying to show me? What does Spirit want me to know about this? What is the message here for me? What is the information? Is there learning? What is the gift? I demand to see it. I demand to see it. That single shift that you need in order to turn a failure into successful failure comes from, I believe, that question of, what is this trying to show me? And that's where we break open into curiosity. We break open into that light of asking, oh, what do I need to know here? So here's an image. Imagine a master weaver at work on a tapestry, right? Beautiful, beautiful, lots of colors and vibrant patterns and all of that. It's extraordinary. It's complex in its design. Now, imagine you can only see the back of it. The back of a tapestry is a chaos of knots. It's got loose threads and colors that seem to have nothing to do with each other. You can look at it and see no pattern or wisdom or plan whatsoever. There's no pattern, no beauty, no logic. And you might reasonably conclude that whoever made this had no idea what they were doing. But the weaver is not working from the back. The weaver sees the front. The weaver sees the front, sees the design, sees the creation first. The weaver begins with the end in mind. The weaver knows what the picture wants to look like. The weaver is creating. It's not about from the back. So when I was sitting with the loss of that job, angry, confused, certain that something had gone terribly wrong, I was looking at the back of the tapestry. I was looking at the back of it. Yeah. All I could see were knots, what appeared to be mistakes, threads that seemed to lead nowhere. What I couldn't see, and what none of us can see from inside our failures, what was being constructed on the other side. On the other side. Now we teach that there is a divine plan and purpose. And it's not like there's a plan and that our job is to, like a treasure hunt, like, I hope I find it this time. Oh, maybe this is the clue. Maybe this is the clue. No, the great plan here is for us to be celebrations of life, of love, and joy. We get to personalize and individualize how that looks. We're not doing it wrong. We can't make mistakes, not when that tapestry is still being woven, which it is until the day we breathe our last. We are here weaving our own, living in our own tapestry. Now, I went to the Old Testament, which is always fun for me. There was this prophet named Jeremiah. Okay, he wasn't a bullfrog, but he should have been. Because Jeremiah was like the cheerleader who cheers the loudest and believes the least. A total yes man. Jeremiah was like, yeah, God, sure, whatever you say. Yeah, that's going to be great. That's going to be great. Of course, of course, of course. Oh my God, it's never going to work. That was Jeremiah. And there's a line from the book of Jeremiah. And here's the divine wisdom, which came from, you can say source, from light, from universal intelligence, from God, from ketchup, whatever it is, that this line of wisdom was, I know the plans I have for you. plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. I know the plans. Now, God doesn't say, I'm going to make it really easy and comfortable, or I'm going to make you have to guess at this. I'm going to be passive-aggressive sky God for a while. He doesn't say they will be obvious. They will never look from the inside like a disaster. God says, not you will know, not it will be clear all the time, but God says, infinite wisdom, that presence, that power, that divine harmony that has created and sustains planets in their orbit, the sun rising and setting, the moon gleaming, whether or not, oh my God, the astronauts, right? But that wisdom says, I know. I am the know. I am that. The weaver always knows what the back of the tapestry is becoming, and knows that, and the knot that makes no sense from where you and I stand, the closed door, the lost position, the fallen plan, is sometimes the very knot that holds the whole picture together. So, let's fast forward. That job that I did not get, that I really wanted, that I knew was mine, because I knew the founder of that center. I had known that founder since I was about 11 years old. I thought, this is meant to be. Of course it's meant to be. Yeah, we do that. Oh, it's absolutely meant to be. And then it fell through, and we licked our wounds for a while. Then I started to breathe again. I sat with, there was a middle section in there. It was quite messy. A lot of whining, complaining, bitching, and moaning, and going to other people and whining and moaning to them. But God bless them, because they sat in silence and they sat with me. They didn't try to give me nuggets of wisdom. They just sat with me and allowed me to go through my stuff, the process I was going through. And I got wisdom from this. And the wisdom, there were three things. I got wisdom about myself, and my strength, my capacity, my talent, and that which was continually growing within me, my divine connection, even deeper than I thought it to be. I got wisdom about others, the compassion, the gentleness, the understanding, and the simple strength that others offered me. When you have sat in the rubble of your own certainty, you become a different companion to people sitting in theirs. And the people that were there for me had gone through this. They had gone through it. They didn't offer silver linings too quickly, which is what you and I, this is what we get from the experience. We don't just automatically come up with platitudes. We learn to be present with someone in the dark. And the third wisdom that comes through failure, the one that takes the longest and goes the deepest, is the wisdom about God, the infinite presence that is intelligence itself. The knowing that we are talking about infinite intelligence, not big dummy in the sky, but infinite intelligence, here to express through us. God is not seeking to control us, but to fulfill us in the broadest, greatest way possible, because that's how God shows up in earthly form, through us, through joy, not through limitation, through joy. So we grow into understanding, getting an idea that it's not about the separation of maybe God will reach down and fix this, but now we are in co-creation with the divine spirit. Now we're partnering, we're collaborating with God. We realize that God is actually present in the obstacle itself. So I'm getting to understand that failures are not the interruption of our formation, they're the process of it. Ernest Holmes wrote, "We do not save that which was lost, we merely discover that which needs to be found." And it's in that process that we discover that which needs to be found within ourselves. Our connection to the divine, our reliance upon that wisdom, our turning within, our fundamental unity, our oneness with, which is, that's the goal, people. That's the goal. That's what we are here to realize and to live from, our oneness with. we are so enamored of separation, of duality, separation from God, separation from love, separation from peace, separation from health, separation from wholeness, that we live in this duality, and most of us are not even aware of it. There is this trance of separation that goes on. And so when something happens in the world, because we have become so reliant on feeling good because of what happens in the world, so when something happens, whether it's international, national, local, it's our political leadership or someone in our family, we take that in as our identity. We claim it as our reason to not succeed, and we put it on as a garment that says, this is why I'm not worthy. Instead of remembering, I am one with, one of, one as the divine. The divine. I'm not here as a mistake. I am here as the divine. You are here as the divine, as the divine, as the divine. And not one person in this room has any more or any less than anybody else. The only difference is the degree that we are revealing, realizing it, and becoming willing to say yes to knowing who we truly are. So, this can sound abstract, but let me tell you how the story got really, really interesting. I told you that I knew that this was my job. I knew it was it, everything was coming together. But what's interesting is what happened next. We went through the anger, the loss, and I'm telling you this not because confession is good for the soul, but permission is. So you've got permission now to really tell your story. Find someone you trust and tell your story. Not so that you can anchor in story and become a good storyteller, but so that you can allow yourself and everybody else the gift of moving through that process of growing into love and wholeness. So, in the middle of all this, another job appeared as spiritual leader, senior minister. And I thought, oh, well, that's interesting. It's closer. It's near where I grew up. Money's better. It's a fun community. I like what they're doing down there. That's pretty good. And that's when I really began to breathe. And I got, there's more going on here. There's more going on. It's kind of like the way the dawn works. The sun rises and the light begins to fill the sky. It's not the light switch comes on and suddenly the sun is there. But it began to come up in me. Something had been happening that I couldn't see because I was deep in my wound, inside my disappointment. Now, this new one looked really good. I stayed calm. I breathed. I even interviewed, and I was a finalist for this. There were two of us who were finalists for this particular community. And I began to realize that God's choreography had been going on the whole time. The whole time. But if you've ever been involved in a show or just even gone to a show, not every dance happens at the same time with everybody all the time. There's a setup that has to happen. There was a setup going on. There was a setup, a divine setup. So one day, out of the blue, the phone rang. And it was Dr. Mark, I'm going to cry when I get to this, here at North Hollywood, my original spiritual home, the place where I became a practitioner over 20 years ago. This place where I have lots of friends and connections. Many of you I've known since the 90s when I first started here. This community where the roots are deep and the community is thriving spiritually, educationally, creatively, financially, in ways I could see, in ways I couldn't see, and yet I felt it the moment I walked through the doors because I was home. He wasn't calling me to invite me to become a candidate. He wasn't calling to schedule an audition or let me know a process was beginning or ask me to submit resume materials or anything like that to compete for consideration. He was calling me to offer me the job. He said, I know, right? And in such a perfect way, he said, I need you to come on board. This is an onboard position. You will be onboarding for probably 2.5 to 3 years because I'm getting ready to retire, but I want to make sure that this community is in hands that understand it, that love it, and that will embrace it and help lift it and keep it moving forward. No hoops to jump through, no proving myself to people who didn't know me, no performing for a room full of strangers who would then deliberate about my worthiness. None of that. Just, we want you, it's yours if you want us. Oh, hell yes. If I had gotten that first job, it wouldn't have happened. Even if he had called, I would have been ensconced in this other role or the other role or the other, because I candidated for other churches as well. This would not have happened. There was a divine choreography that I needed to be grown. You know, there's a country song called The House That Grew Me. And that's how I feel. It is, this church grew me, but this principle has grown me. This consciousness has grown me. This understanding that there is that which grows me, that grows us. And so what I want you to know is that there were things that almost broke me when that thing happened, right? And I put that stuff it's like a folder. And the folder was called Things That Almost Broke Me. I kept the folder closed, but what I didn't know is what I know now. The folder wasn't where I kept my wounds, it's where I kept my education. Everything I have shared with you today has come from that folder about education, about growing, about understanding. So I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to ask you one thing. What is the failure you are carrying right now, whether it happened last week or 15, 20 years ago? That one. You know the one I mean. It just came to mind. This week I want you to take that failure out of the folder where you've been hiding it and tell someone you trust about it. Again, not as confession, not to be absolved, but as a student. Tell them what happened, and then say out loud, I think this is what it's trying to teach me. And you may not even know, but be willing to say it. Be willing to ask, what is it I am supposed to know now? Because a few years from now, someone's going to come to you, someone you love is going to fail at something. Might be a child, a friend, someone you work with that you deeply care about. They're going to come to you in that raw, exposed place, and they're going to be in pain. They're going to feel alone and ashamed. And because of what you are choosing in this moment here today to do with your own failures, you will be a sacred space for them. Because we are here to gift each other love and community. That's what we are here to do. And you're not going to rush them through it. You're going to be present. You're going to be able to look them in the eye and say, I know this place, and I promise you, there's something here worth finding. And that, my beloved, beloved community, that's the gift that comes only from the art of successful failure, and now it is yours to give. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go within. So we turn within to that place, that quiet space, that peace that absolutely has never turned away from us. We turn to it, knowing that right where we are, that presence is, that God is, that power is. And we are willing now to recognize and to see ourselves in it, to see our lives in it, to know that we are completely held, we are embraced, and we are precious, for we are divine creations of spirit. So we say yes to growing, yes to knowing, yes to unfolding, so that we might rise up and lift others in our rise as well. So I bless this church. I bless all churches, all paths to God, all mosques, all temples, all ashrams, all sanctuaries, all cathedrals, all places where people gather and where the light begins to shine brighter. For truly that is what we are here to do, is to love each other, to commune with each other, to love, to hold, to hug, and to be that light. And I know that we are that light because we are here as the one love, the one present in all of its diversity, all of its variety. How wonderful to know that we get to do this. And I am grateful that this gift keeps on giving, that we keep on growing, that we find those ways to learn, to grow, to share, and to shine always brighter, always brighter. So I release this word into the activity of God's law, knowing it is so, knowing it is done. And I say, and so it is. And together we say, amen. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. This is when we invite you to become spiritual partners with us. We are in partnership with you. We are in stewardship with you. So if you are willing to do that, if you are in agreement with that and in supporting this place, then I invite you to simply take that gift, that tithe, that love offering, hold it to your heart, and say with me, from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Thank you very much. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am.
Britta's back.
Yay.
Give it up again for Britta Racy.
Give it up. Now, I know we're going a little long today, sorry, but we're not having pancakes because we thought it would be raining like a son of a gun. So you can sit here where it's warm and you get to be with each other. If you have to go, no judgment, no harm, no foul, but we'd love for you to stay a little bit longer because Britta's in the house.
Thank you. Thank you. I am so blessed to be here. Thank you. Breathe in deeper, I fall backwards inside this space, inside this space, in 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 this space, digging deeper, take me higher, digging deeper, take me higher, digging deeper, take me higher, take me higher, take me higher. Ooh, higher, take me. Ooh, higher, take me. Ooh, higher, take me high. Ooh, higher, take me. Ooh, higher, take me. Ooh, take me high. Breathing deeper, I move forward inside the space, inside the space, in the space, in this space, in the 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 space, taking deeper, take me higher, digging deeper, take me high, digging deeper, take me higher, take me higher, take me high. Ooh, higher take me. Ooh, higher take me. Ooh, higher take me. High. Ooh, higher take me. Ooh, higher take me. Ooh, higher take me. High. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You spoke to us.
Ooh, take me deeper. And if you want to see a little knot behind the tapestry that we just had Dr. Sydney weave, she came up to me and she said, blaze through those announcements because I went a little long. So please hang with me because this is good stuff. Thank you, Britta Racy. Thank you, our digital ministry team, our band, everybody. Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Sydney, for that wonderful message. Here are our announcements. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, it is Sunday, April 12th. We thought it was going to rain like heck, and it's beautiful outside. If you are new and you want to know what's going on here, please stay a little bit longer and go to the welcome table and find out what's going on. It's right outside on the patio. You can easily make one-time or recurring donations to our church through our text-to-give number, QR code, or through our website at nhcrs.org/give. Thank you. And here come the kids. Prayer with a practitioner is available after service in the sanctuary and on Zoom. Please leave the sanctuary quietly after service to allow for sacred prayer. Zoom attendees, you can come and pray with us too. Join our virtual patio after service for spiritual and social connection. Come play with us while we're all playing here in the sanctuary every Saturday. Your kids get to play, connect, and have fun with our youth and family folks in the junior church. Sign-in starts at 10 a.m. Hey, we used to have a pancake brunch scheduled, but it started raining and it's going to be postponed. So please join us when it does happen. Join Reverend Skip this Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Healing, Awakening, Rising into New Consciousness. And we have a little Gourmet for God video happening, so let's have it happen right now.
It is Gourmets for God, and guess what? I'm doing 2 events. The first one I'm doing is Sonic Healing with vegan food. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to do a full-on sound healing and a sound bath and eat some really great food. And then coming back by popular demand is the United Chili Cook-Off. You get to bring your best chili, and we get to taste it and connect and celebrate and have great music.
There's something for everyone. We're going to teach you salsa. It's going to be fun. We'll have some light Latino refreshments.
It's a lot of fun to go dance.
There's something for everyone.
It's called Robin Hood for the Hooligans. It's a British pub with fish and chips. The next one is a great dining experience over at the Coral Cafe. A great place to commune and have a conversation.
There's something for everyone. Tasty treats at the Thai Temple. See the temple, maybe get blessed, and then have terrific food at the Thai food court that sells Thai street food. There's something for everyone.
The gingerbread party, you a kit that has a fully built gingerbread house in it and candy. We will have an array of frostings, any color you want, and lots more candy. I will serve lasagna and salad. And if you are vegan, let me know.
There's something for everyone.
We have the Fantasia Pool Hall where you pool sharks can come and, well, show your stuff. And finally, we got the F1 experience, professional race car simulators with everything but the crowd and the actual track.
A divine dining experience.
Wow.
Woohoo! So, our Gourmets for God update, bidding continues on the patio today. Bid often and bid high. Our Good Gossip Club with practitioner Nikki Savara meets today at 12:15 in the junior church. Let There Be Peace Gathering. Join us every Monday evening from 6 to 6:30 in the Mary Bullard Chapel for a World Peace Meditation, and that's led by our wonderful practitioner, Alcid. You can still sign up for Pathways for Healing with Reverend Skip Jennings. This class meets 3 more Wednesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. in person. Sign up today. Don't miss Sacred Movement with Reverend Skip Thursdays at 1 p.m. in the sanctuary. Sign up for David Alt's Lunch and Learn, and this is great because it's on the book E Squared by Pam Grout. It is 4 Tuesdays in May from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. on Zoom. Cost is $75 if paid in full or $20 per class. It's really a fun book because it's all about experimenting with principle, and I love that. I can't wait because I've got the book already. Required text is E Squared by Pam Grout. Zoom meeting meets Monday through Saturday from 7:55. We have fans in the audience. From 7:55 to 8:15 a.m. Visit our website, nhcrs.org, for Zoom links, info, and to sign up for weekly e-blasts and monthly e-letters. Please follow us on social media and post what you love about your services. I am out of here.
Practitioners, would you come forward? Our practitioners are here. If you want to share a challenge or a blessing, they are here to support you. Let's stand and sing.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, love was all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Oh, what a beloved community. Repeat after me. I am at home in the heart of God.
I am at home in the heart of God.
My life is anchored in truth.
My life is anchored in truth.
I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace.
I live in the consciousness of peace.
I release all fear.
I release all fear.
I am living love. Have a blessed week. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this day.